Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Yuck, Kay Garner, yuck to that whole story, but good message there. Okay, we had some rain coming down in Midvale. Storms tracked through the Wasatch Front in the last 2 hours, then moved to the Wasatch Back, which is where they are now. But that's just a pretty shot, but you see the wet pavement as that wet weather came on through. The forewarned radar is sweeping the region, and you're able to see it's really central and northeastern Utah where we have the most activity. Let's zoom in and get a little closer towards Duchesne County, as well as the Wasatch Back into the Uinta Basin and Uinta County and towards Price. We've got lightning, we've got heavy rain at times, and some of these storms are high based, so they're bringing in some really gusty winds as a result. So heads up there as we head a little further south in the West Desert, kind of parallel with Richfield and that I-70, I-15 corridor. We've got a line here with some lightning, some gusty winds, and some rain. Also the case over towards Hanksville. So a lot going on. I showed you that hail near Panguitch. So these storms are packing a punch. Live view from Heber right now, and you can see there's clearing as the storms move on through. They're tracking from west to east, and there's not an abundance of them, but there's enough lingering moisture that we're capitalizing on that daytime heating and watching these storms. Futurecast forewarns you how long they're going to be sticking around. We put them into motion, so the Uinta Basin in the next hour are going to stay active. And then central Utah, including the southern end of the Salt Lake Valley and Utah County by ABC4 News at 10. And as we head towards midnight, could see an isolated shower coming through. Cloud cover kind of holds on for the overnight. Focuses in northern Utah by 6, 7 a.m. We get a little bit of a break in the clouds, but tomorrow keeps the chance of a storm. We're just kind of unsettled. A lot going on as we make it through the work week. We just wrapped our last weekend of summer. It was gorgeous, really nice temperature-wise, but now we keep the storm potential for today and heading into tomorrow. Wednesday looks like a breather, but it's just in between storms because we're going to see the winds starting to pick up. A fall-like system dropping in from the Pacific Northwest, bringing gusty southerly winds ahead of it and then cold air behind it. We are going to feel like autumn. Fall is not just the season, it will be what the temperatures are doing as we make it towards the end of this work week. There's also decent enough moisture that we're going to see wet weather in northern Utah and the potential for some snow above 9,000 feet. Temperatures right now in the 80s, looking at 70s and 80s on the eastern side of the state. Vernal now getting that rain dropping into the 60s, 80s over in the West Desert and along the I-15 corridor, 91 in St. George. As we get through the next several hours, how about some 70s? That's what we're serving up for the Wasatch Front. Sun officially goes down at 7:32. We're going to cool things off, but we remain unsettled. Here's what's going on. The upper level Futurecast shows us that area of low pressure. That's what's giving us the energy for tomorrow. But as we make it through the week, we get this large storm system dropping into the Beehive State, and it's going to knock down those daytime highs. Look at how we drop. That's a roller coaster ride. Be ready for it. You're going to grab your pumpkin spice latte and sweaters because you'll need them. As we zoom in and look at potential snow accumulation really over the Uintas and the Wasatch Friday into Saturday because of the colder air and precipitation. 9,000 feet will be the cutoff there. Temperatures for tomorrow in the 70s and 80s. We do keep the chance of an isolated storm. 80s in Moab, 70s in Cedar City, and 90 in St. George. Now, Washington County won't be as impacted as the northern half of the state with this system, but they will see the temperatures dropping. Winds will pick up, and we've got a day in the 70s there. We officially start fall on Saturday, and it's going to feel like it. We go from the 80s to the 70s to the hello 60s Friday into Saturday. Isolated showers Thursday, more wet weather on Friday, and just a slight chance as we kick off the season along the Wasatch Front. It is going to feel like fall, so enjoy the warmth that we have today and for the next few days before it's gone for good. Sarah, over to you.